It's your boy Matt God Aficionado, author of How to Be a High Value Man, the Blueprint to Success with Women. And today I want to talk to you about, being a high imperial Mac. So when you him high imperial Macking, every woman is not going to be attracted to you. You know what I mean? It's like when you're at that high imperial level of Macking. A lot of women, they just don't qualify. You know what I'm saying? They just don't measure up. So when you pouring into your faith, when you pouring into your fitness, your fashion, your finance, your bag, and you put women, after all of those in that particular order, they just don't line up. You know, a lot of women are used to, these simps out here. They're used to these trick dudes out here. They're used to, these guys that pedestalize them and worship them, ultimately making them their god. And so when they run across a man who does not, and puts a woman, in her proper place in terms of her being a helpmeet to you, her being a supplement or a complement to your life and not the actual asset to your life.
Correction. You do want her to be an asset to your life.
Movie, and she's being an actress with whatever role you want to give her, whether it be a supporting actress or even an extra. You know what I'm saying? They're not used to, men that's, in their masculine, men that's dominating like that, men that's, understand their value and their essence. You see, because when a woman is in her highest calling, per a proverb, not from the Bible, but just an ancient proverb of our ancient ancestors right here. You know what I'm saying? They say that the highest calling of a woman is to lead a man to his soul, as to the source. What source? God, the creator, the most high. You know what I'm saying? So she recognizes his divinity. She recognizes his masculinity as a leader, as a provider, as a man of guidance and authority over her. And she submits to that. You know what I mean? And she compliments him and she supports his vision and his goals and his direction. She's nurturing, she's caring, and she's loving, and she's loyal. You know what I mean? She's fun to be around, she's pleasant. You know what I'm saying? So when a woman is operating on that level, that's the type of a woman that you want. You want a woman to be an asset in your life. You know what I mean? Not a liability, not a woman who's taken away from you, but she's adding to you. She's adding to you monetarily. She's adding to you in every facet of your life. You know what I mean? She's not taking from you. She's supporting you. You know what I mean? She's protecting you too. She's got your six. She got your back. You know what I mean? So, so basically what I'm saying is, when you're operating on that level, as him, a high imperial Mac, you're going to dissuade and turn around and cause women to pivot that's not on that level, because they know they're going to have to do some work. They know they're going to have to upgrade. They know they're going to have to be accountable. They know they're going to have to be responsible. They know they're going to have to put in work. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to you, they know they're going to have to meet you with their money, their emotions, their effort, and their time. They know they're going to have to reciprocate. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the surface of it, you know what I mean? Then there's other things like competition anxiety. So, when you're in the gym working out, eating right and healthy, and you're on your grind, you looking good, you smell good, she gonna notice that other women are attracted to you. She gonna notice that other dudes are admiring you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you become a dude that other dudes want to be. You become the type of man that most women want. You know what I'm saying? Not all, but most. And she's going to see that. And so that's going to cause her to be what? That's going to cause anxiety, a dissonance in her. You see what I'm saying? That competition anxiety. She don't want to have to go through that. Because what she going to have to do to maintain you? She going to have to go to the gym. She going to have to eat right. You know what I'm saying? She going to have to keep up with herself. You know what I mean? And a lot of women just don't want to do the work. This is why many women, that are insecure in that way, they prefer to date dudes that are unattractive. This is why you hear a lot of these, lower vibrational women, they say they want a guy that's medium ugly. You know what I mean? A medium ugly guy, which just means an average guy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe with a little pudge, maybe with a little dad bod. You see what I'm saying? See there, she doesn't have any competition anxiety. She don't have to compete with other women. You know what I'm saying? Because now that guy is going to feel lucky that she's in his life instead of vice versa. And really it should be you both should be feeling wonderful that you're in each other's lives, you know what I'm saying? But you're adding that woman to your life, right? So, you know, if you're in your divine masculine, you're leading, you're guiding, you're going first, you're the pioneer. You know what I'm saying? You're the divine, you're the head. You see what I'm saying? So she's gonna follow suit. So if that role is reversed, then you're not in then you're not in your masculine. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one of the main reasons why, you know, even attractive women don't want to date handsome guys. You know, a guy that's a high imperial Mac that's, you know, on top of his grooming, his skincare, all that. You know what I'm saying? When a guy's, you know, really attractive to other women and she sees that, like I said, you know, that's going to cause some type of anxiety. You know? And then here's another reason why a lot of women tend to date, well, not date attractive men. They become dissuaded. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right? So I'm on Hinge or whatnot, and I don't really like the dating apps like that because they don't really yield a high return. You know what I'm saying? Most of the women on there, they're just there for, you know, free dates and attention from these dudes. Because think about it, if you got a real attractive woman on a dating app, why is she on there? You know what I'm saying? Why can't she get a date? Why don't she have a dude if she's a very attractive woman? She probably does have a dude, but she's just on there to get even more attention and extract what she can from it, whether it be attention, monetary, or free meals or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I don't be doing all that dinner date stuff on a first date. But back to the story. So a beautiful chick, you know what I'm saying, she matches with me on the dating app, and we chopped it up, you know what I'm saying, and we set a date for this wine and security spot that I like, you know what I mean? And you can tell she's highly attracted to me because she's giving me all these compliments, you know what I'm saying? Because she can't believe that I'm Gen X, but I look like a millennial. You feel what I'm saying? And she's a millennial, you know what I mean? She was like 30, 31 or whatnot. So anyway, she actually said, hey, you know, you make me nervous. I like you. You know what I mean? You got charm. Our conversation was great, you know, and you look awesome. You sound good. You know what I'm saying? So like, I got to be honest, you're making me kind of nervous, you know, to meet you or whatnot. And I was like, okay, cool. But you know, what can I say? You know, we're just having a good time. We chopped it up. So let's meet at such and such, you know, on this date. So the date came and she was like, hey, sorry. She texted me, right? She was like, sorry, I can't make it this evening because, you know, she didn't really give me a reason. And I didn't dig for it. I was like, okay, whatever. Just, you know, when you're ready to see me, just, you know, give me a call or whatnot. All right, and take care. And that's pretty much the text message that I sent back. But my case in point of sharing this with you is that I recall what she was telling me. She said that she was nervous. She was nervous about meeting me. You see what I'm saying? See, sometimes women know that when they date a very attractive dude, that they're gonna lose themselves in that guy. You know what I mean? Like, some of you guys may not know what that's like to have a woman lose herself when she's involved with you. And quite honestly, I'm kind of like used to that. You know, I know I'm a fly dude and on many different levels, not just physically, but intellectually, you know, on all levels, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the top 20% of men in terms of everything. I'm over 6 feet. You know, I'm over 200 pounds. I'm like 235, 240. And I'm over, like, let's just say I'm in the 666 club. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean by that. Anyway, being in the top 20% of men, a woman can lose herself with that, right? Because she can be so involved and so entranced with a guy. She knows that she would like lose herself, meaning she will prioritize that guy over everything, over her friends, over her friends, even family sometimes, you know what I mean? Yeah, even family. Yeah, she would do that. Like, I'm, you know, I've lived it a lot. A woman, once she's into you, bro, she's into you, bro. You don't know what it's like for a woman to like cater to you 100% and just see you as that dude, and you daddy, you papa. You know what I'm saying? They cooking for you, they cleaning for you, they folding their clothes for you, your clothes for you. They washing your clothes. They pleasing you in every sexual way that you can imagine. You at their mercy. They like for you to dominate them. You know what I mean? They will do anything for you. They'll fly to come see you. They'll drive to come see you. I mean, when a woman sees you as him, that high imperial Mac, that high value man, that dude as him, I'm telling you, bro, there's nothing that a woman won't do. So that's another reason why a woman won't date, an attractive dude, because she don't want to lose herself. She don't want to lose power over herself. She want to have the power dynamic in the relationship. You see what I'm saying? When a woman knows that she has the power dynamic in the relationship, when a guy is into her more than she is to him, more than she is into him, she has the leverage. She has the power to do anything, and he can't check her. But when it's reversed the other way around, they don't want to do it. So guys, if you handsome, if you on top of your shit, if you're on course to be a high value man, and you a high imperial Mac, and you wondering, right, damn Ace, I'm doing everything you say. I'm focused on my faith, my fitness, my finance, my fashion, and I put, females last, and you're doing the right thing. But, if you're still not attracting the type of woman that you want, just be patient, you know what I'm saying? You're going to attract it, the universe going to send it to you, you got to wait it out. We have issues too, you know what I mean? And again, stay away from the dating apps, man. They really just want resources, whether it be attention, free this, free that, free food, free dates or whatnot. They ain't really serious, And like I said, I'm out here in A-Town. A-Town is not a real place, I still encourage you guys to meet women organically when you're out and about. That's just the best way to do it. But, just stay focused on yourself and work hard, you know what I mean? Work hard on yourself. Always be self-aggrandizing. Always be becoming your best version. And, the universe will send women in your direction that you can deal with. You just got to be patient. You know what I'm saying? You can't be hungry. The more you want something, the more it repels. You know what I mean? Just be chill. Be laid back. You know what I'm saying? Stay in that Mac mindset, that king mindset. That's all I got, man. I don't want to ramble too much, but I just want to give some perspective on why, women, even attractive women, don't want to date attractive dudes. You see what I'm saying? That's got high sexual market value. And it's because the top two is, number one, they're going to lose themselves, in the relationship. They lose that power. And then, like I said, number two is going to be competition anxiety with other women. They just can't handle it. And quite frankly, number three, I can throw that in there too. Number three is they want all the attention. If you guys go out and you get all the attention, I mean, damn. You know what I mean? She's going to feel like, eclipsed, as it were. She's going to feel like she's competing against you. You know what I mean? So it's very important to date a woman that's equally as attractive as you are. That way you guys are on the same level, man. Like attracts like. Somebody here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my shit, comment on my shit, and I'll see you guys next video. Yup.